We got Upset joining us. We got Eragon here as well.
Hello.
Congratulations on the win, Upset. I want to say huge upset, but that would be one too many puns. How are you feeling?
Feeling happy that we won, for sure. Yeah, just that.
Stressed? How are the emotions?
No, now I'm not stressed.
Oh yeah,
I
okay.
just won.
Relax. Man, that was a series, wasn't it? Game 2 was kind of wild. I don't know. Watching it backstage, I was like, okay, they've drafted 3 losing lanes.
Yeah.
They've drafted a Vi who can be attacked early. What was that about? How were they going into the game? I feel like I used to play, right? And I was at the back of my head, I was like, I go into this game, I'm like, it's kind of lost, you know?
Yeah, it was basically lost from draft if they play well, and they did, so it was just over. We had, like you said, 3 losing lanes, losing jungle. I mean, our identity, as you can see, the whole split is kind of scaling and team fighting, but we went a little bit overboard on the scaling aspect, so we just were losing everywhere, and they didn't. And our jungle was also weaker, so it was just really rough game. Yeah.
Talking about losing, Closer also said when you've got the expectation to not be expected to win, it's much easier to just play with less pressure on you. Now, after you've been playing for so long, is that really truly like the mentality? Like when the weight has been lifted off your shoulders and you're not expected to win, is it easier to pull this off?
For me, it doesn't really change too much, to be honest. If I'm expected or not to win by the public, I expect myself to win.
Sure.
But it's definitely a really important match for us today, so it was definitely stressful to play, I would say. Also, the laning phases were, the first 2 games were very bad. Like in the first game, we were not on the same page at all. I was in front of my Rakan and I got really chunked level 1, and then I died level 2. So it was kind of stressful to play from behind, I would say, because it's not the best feeling as AD carry. But overall, I think we managed quite well with the stress, and we did.
Hey,
look,
we brought it home in the
promised
end.
not to die level 2 again, so I guess that's all your team
level 3.
can hope for.
Yeah, level 3.
I was level 3 the next
look, I expect you guys to win. All right, and one of the big reasons was actually about you, and I don't know if you feel the same way, but when I think of Upset, I actually think of the champions that just happen to spawn in as meta now. So like, your most played champ, Kai'Sa, Ezreal's a close second, and then your Zeri win rate's crazy as well, and they just suddenly are meta. Do you feel fortunate? Do you think this is a really big part of it?
I think I'm good at a lot of champs, but I'm definitely super happy with this meta. Yeah. It's like, I mean, you could see even in the first 2 games when they were blue side, they were banning 2, and in the second game they even banned 2 and picked 1 away. So definitely these champs are really good for me, so I understand that they banned them, but I need to be better at more champs as well in the meta. I do feel like these champs are just the strongest in the meta, but I need to step up. Like my Jinx game was not very good, right? So I need to, be better than 3 champs.
Talking about all the aggro AD carries, of course, that are in the meta, we have a lot of Korean AD carries in the league that are newcomers. So how do you weigh the league in terms of skill-wise when it comes to the AD carry pool overall for the LEC?
I think all the Korean ADs are pretty good, like Rahel, Noah, and Ice. I mean, they all have different strengths and weaknesses, I would say. But I think I myself like to play a little bit more this way as well. I think in EU, the AD carries all have like a kind of own style, the EU AD carries, but I think the Korean ones all play a little bit more similar. I think they are all much better at team fighting on average, and they also like to play a little bit more scaling. They're not necessarily the most lane-focused players, I would say, even though today they were pretty good in lane. So yeah, I really enjoy having them in the league because I think it just makes it more competitive.
Awesome, leveling up the league. Talking about the league, of course, you guys might have eliminated Escape from the playoffs, but you not eliminated them from season final. So let's have a look at what teams we have locked in. Of course, you guys, to lock in season finals, you need to get that top 3. Giant X is the biggest fan right now of Team BDS that is looking to stop your way forward. What's your thoughts about BDS?
I think BDS has shown that they are very good at coming back in games. I think they have a lot of resilience and a lot of good team fighting, I would say. I think this has been their main strength, which is funny because it's a little bit similar to us. I think we also shine more in team fights. We're not necessarily the strongest team in the early game or at snowballing the game. So it's like a very even matchup stylistically, at least.
It's curious because that's the opposite of what Closer said. I don't know if you heard Closer's interview as you were walking. Probably not. He was saying, no, he thinks they're terrible. So he thinks that it's going to be a free series. I think, honestly, anyone who votes against you now, it's kind of cooked looking at today's series, especially with how BDS is playing. So, wow, you think they're really similar and it's going to be a close match?
I mean, in terms of style, yeah. I don't know. Closer's getting a bit cocky, I think.
Okay.
Like, we barely beat SK and he's already shit-talking BDS. I like it, okay.
Maybe I'm paraphrasing and he didn't quite word it like that. But yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a stomp either way. I think we are obviously confident in ourselves. We of course think we can bring it home, but I don't think they're a bad team. And I think none of the teams that are left are to be underestimated.
All right, moving into that series, into BDS as well. I just wanted to ask you in general, as we see here, the playoffs bracket unfold in front of us. This is your next series. Once you beat Team BDS, you have locked yourselves that top 3. You have locked yourself season finals. How surprised are you to see right here G2 in the lower bracket? Because Fnatic seems to be the team to beat right now.
Yeah, it's pretty surprising, honestly. I think maybe G2's meta read was a little bit worse than Fnatic's in their series. I'm not quite sure what happened. I think all the games were very close competitive, so I think either team will be a hard matchup to face to get to the final. But I guess it's surprising because G2 just has been the favorite over Fnatic for the last 1.5 years or something. Yeah, it's surprising.
But I want to ask you, like, come this playoffs, I don't know, what the hell happened, man? Like, suddenly, you guys, your team fighting was really coordinated. I remember, like, the Camille plus you diving in on Kai'Sa, for example. There were so many good instances of you playing super well in the mid-game. It feels like this playoffs, you guys have just been unleashed. I think I've gave one of the reasons why, and your pool is better now, for example. But what really happened? Was it closer impact? Because I feel like he's played a lot better as well, facilitating on the lanes. What's your thoughts on why you suddenly just leveled up and you're winning every game or series?
I don't know. I think the meta is good for sure. AD carry has like a lot more mobility and agency. I think that is one factor, but it's always the whole team stepping up. I think Closer and Targa have been getting very good engages or like clutch fights. Like Targa had really good Rakan fights. Even the last fight with Alistar, I think he had like a 3-man combo or something. I mean, everyone is just stepping up. I think it's not like one thing in particular. So, yeah.
Well, the sky's the limit, I guess. Upset, thank you very much for joining us. This is going to be it for week 6 of the LEC. But this week, you heard it right, this Friday, in literally 3 days, set your calendars because we're going to have the lower semi-final between BDS and KC, and the winner of that match plays against G2 in our lower final on Saturday to claim the right to take on Fnatic on Sunday for the Summer Split Shield. So stay tuned, set your calendars. 3 days from now, this man is going to be on the stage again versus BDS. See you then.
Everyone wants to lower shield.
Yes, exactly.
That's something. Thank you.
That guy. I mean, oh, look Vero after. Look Vero. There we go.
Nice.
Nice.
Very good. Lumber. Focus fight.
Keep going.
Run.
We can dash.
Go.
Nice. Does he have ult?
I don't know. He has no.
Nice. Gonna back. Olaf, no flash.
Rakan.
Okay.
Oh, you take me.
Nice. Good.
Go.
Good dive. Adam pops the Ragnarok, runs onto Juhan through the Magnet Storm. Almost takes Juhan out, needs another axe, and finds it 1-for-1. Is able to escape with a flash of his own. True shot.
Guys.
Mega show.
Watch me!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No cleanse this guy.
Still chase. Juhan flashes forward. There's the grand entrance, and there goes Sheos.
I can flash.
He's dead. Nice. Enough, guys. Enough.
Okay. She used cleans. Yeah.
Watch me.
Guys, this time I might clean. Let's go, Nick. Your time, Luke.
Oh,
Let's go.
Look, run no flash in mid.
Add Canna, guys.
Nice. Run no flash.
Good. Come in. Off flash, no flash.
Can it.
Yeah, help upset.
Next game, I'm gonna try to not die level 2.
I
mean, you don't have to, but it would
Are
be
you ready?
nice.
3 seconds, I can't TP.
He flashed at it.
No.
Ding. Boom. Kill them. DPM. Kill Canna. They are not playing the game. Like
4 seconds.
Tower.
Only tower, guys. Only tower.
Let's
Go.